Hey guys, Wells Knight here, and welcome back to another episode of Design Tech. And in today's episode, we are going to be getting into some new stuff. I think it is well past time that we got ourselves some decent armor. Our Enderman farm is doing awesome. We're up to 380 Ender Pearl, almost 400 Ender Pearls, a little bit more than that actually. And I want to get into the Flux-infused armor from Redstone Arsenal. It's not the best armor in the mod pack. Arguably, the Darksteel armor from Ender.io is better. But we have everything we need to make this full stuff right now. I've also made a whole bunch of Enderium using a bunch of those Ender Pearls and all sorts of stuff. So we are doing really well. It's great to have Enderium. Oh man, we're going to get into Tesseracts. We're going to get into all sorts of good stuff here very, very soon. But first, we need to get this armor going. So the first thing I want to do is make a whole bunch of these ingots. I made a list between episodes of everything that I'm going to need. I'm going to need 40 of these ingots and 48 of these flux crystals. So we're going to need to make destabilized redstone for the flux crystals, so we're going to have to make a couple of machines. The first one is the magma crucible right here from Thermal Expansion. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a machine frame. Let's grab some of this and some of that. And then I need some glass. There we go. And let's just make two... Oh, what am I doing? Tin gears. Right. I knew that. Let's go ahead and make a couple of these basic machine frames. We'll make two of them. And then first we'll do the magma crucible. I'm going to need a leadstone energy cell frame. That's easy. There we go. Grab the glass again. Let's make one of those. And we're also going to need some Invar gears. Do I have more Invar? I might be out of Invar. I have a feeling that I am out of Invar. Okay, that's fine. So Invar is iron and ferrous. So let's go... I've got a bunch of it here. Let's make like a stack of Invar ingots. Actually, that'll make like 3 stacks of Invar ingots, I think. Or something like that. Anyway, it'll make a bunch of Invar, which is what we need. Let's also take a little bit of a sleep here. And I also upgraded this guy to an Octadic capacitor, so it's much faster now, which is good. It is quickly draining power, unfortunately, but soon we'll have Tesseracts, and we can just hook that thing up to our big reactor. And I filled our big reactor with Resonant Ender between episodes as well. As I said at the end of last episode, getting a huge, reliable, renewable source of Ender Pearls is a huge step for a lot of things. And I went ahead and made a wireless charger, so all of our tools will be charged as we're walking around this area, which is going to be really useful. Okay, so let's see. We're going to need this Invar, and I need 2 Invar gears. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. There we go. And what else do I need? Nether brick and a redstone reception coil. That's all easy enough. I know I've already got the nether brick. So let's just grab... Hey, stop it. There we go. Let's just grab 2 of those. And let's go ahead and make ourselves the magma crucible. Now, the magma crucible is basically going to take stuff and melt it down into a liquid form. So we're going to make a drum for Resonant Ender. And we'll just... Oh, what am I doing? Cauldron in there. There we go. We'll make the drum from extra utilities. Grab these fluid conduits. And actually, let's grab... Do I have any more power conduits? I think I'm completely out of them. That's all right. We'll just grab this hardened flux duct. And we will see about getting... let's see. I need a stack and a half of destabilized redstone for this. So let's just do... Where do I want to hook this thing up? I'm not going to need the soul binder for a while. Let's put it right there. So we'll put our magma crucible right here, let that thing start charging up, and we'll say output to this side. I'll put the drum right here, and we'll put our fluid conduit, extract, always, insert, there we go. And then we'll throw our redstone in there, and that will start draining destabilized redstone into this drum, which is great. And I guess I'll just put this in manually later because that's not going to be enough. Okay, so that is good. Now, the next thing we're going to need is also from thermal expansion, and that would be the fluid transposer, which is right... where is the fluid transposer? You know what? Let's just search for the fluid transposer itself. Fluid transposer. There we go. Okay, so 2 copper gears, another redstone reception coil. All pretty easy stuff. Let's just grab copper. I want to use up these Railcraft copper ingots because they're not really doing me a lot of good. They're just kind of taking up space because they don't stack with the thermal expansion stuff. There we go. So we got that. I need a bucket, like so. And then finally, I needed 2 pieces of glass, which I already have in my inventory. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and make a fluid transposer as well, and that should be all the stuff we need as far as machinery goes. Let's put this away, and let's go hook up our fluid transposer too. This thing's going to come really, really in handy for when we actually want to do something with this fluid. So I'm going to put it right next to my induction smelter. We'll put it right here. That'll work. And we'll let that thing just start charging up with redstone. Dang it. That was not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was add another half a stack of redstone to our magma crucible so it can melt that down. There we go. That should be exactly enough destabilized redstone for our little mission here. Also, by the way, I know I was going to make an entrance to this, to our Enderman farm down here, but I think what I'm going to do instead... Ooh, these are completely full. Let's make a couple more barrels. Since these are completely full of mob essence, which is actually really useful. We'll use that for another farm later on, I think. Let's just throw those in here. Let's grab some more iron, and let's just make a couple more drums. And go like that. There we go. We'll make 2 more drums. That should be good. Okay. And I should probably hook those up right away before I forget about it. And that way we can start getting mob essence into our farm, because otherwise bad things will happen. There we go. Those will start filling up. And we're getting all sorts of good stuff from this. The big thing is the ender pearls. We've got ender pearls now for days, which is awesome. So all in all, it's going well. Okay, so now it's time to get into actually making the stuff from Redstone Arsenal. So I need 40 of these ingots, and the easiest way to make them is electrum, redstone, and pyrotheum dust. So if I take 20 pyrotheum dust, 40 electrum, and a bunch of redstone. I need 80 redstone to be exact, and that should be 80 right there. And we throw that stuff in here. Those should spit out the fluxed electrum ingots that we have right here. And this should make 2 of them for each one. So let's just see. Yes, good, awesome. That's doing its thing. Okay, so that's good. Now we also need 48 flux crystals, and those are made by basically putting 200 millibuckets of destabilized redstone onto a diamond. I do have 48 diamonds, which is good, because that's how many yeah. We're going to go through a lot of diamonds for this armor, but it's well worth it. Okay, and we should have exactly enough destabilized redstone there. I'm going to go ahead and break this guy. And then we'll break this guy too. Put that right here. And we'll say from this side. Oh, that's an induction smelter. What did I do with my magma cruiser? Or fluid transposer. There we go. I placed on the wrong one. There we go. Much better. Okay. So from this side, we will accept the destabilized redstone. So let's change this to extract, always. And this guy to insert. And then this will start filling up. Or at least it should. Always active. Well, why? Oh! Would help if I was doing the right side. Good job, self. Wow. Losing my mind. And then we'll put our diamonds in here and let these fill up and turn into flux crystals, which is fantastic. So we got that going. Now, that is going to take a while because we need to let all of these process, and we also need to let all of our electrum over here and stuff turn into these flux electrum ingots, so it's going to be a little bit of a wait. Let me get that done, and I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back. This stuff is still processing, but I figured while we're waiting, we can do a couple other things as well. So, I want to go ahead and make a red heart container and a yellow heart container, and we should have everything we need for that, so let's grab some diamonds. Oh, hey, come back you. Let's grab some diamonds, let's grab a couple of apples, and we'll make 2 diamond apples, because we need those to make the red heart container. And then I also need a couple necrotic bones. We need a couple of these miniature red hearts, which I do have. And then we also need an empty canister, which is basically 4 aluminum or 4 tin around a bone. Let's go ahead and use the aluminum, because I don't really have anything else I need aluminum for at the moment. And we'll make 2 of those. Now, as you can see, we need 2 red heart canisters because one of them is going to get used to make the yellow heart canister. I also need a golden apple, which is a block of gold, and yeah, it's expensive. Let's go ahead and, wow, man, that just chewed through my gold. I don't have any more gold. That's all the gold. Oh, nope, I have just enough. There we go. Just enough gold, and then I'm going to have to go mining in a bad way because then I will be completely out. But this will give us a permanent health increase, which is going to be really important for what I want to do after we go ahead and make the other thing, make the armor that we're working on. So we'll make that. Then let's go ahead and make 2 of those guys, and then one of them we'll go ahead and make a yellow heart canister. And we can plop those in here. And those will give us a permanent health increase, which you can see if you look at our health bar, they're starting to fill up with yellow hearts, which is very good. That's what we want. Permanent health increases are good. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's put all of this stuff away. Are you done yet? Done with the fluxed electrum. I'm making fused quartz because we're going to need some of it to make tesseracts. Let's see how our diamonds are doing over here. We're getting there. It's still got quite a ways to go though, so I'm going to let that run for a while and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back. Our diamonds are almost finished, but we've got some stuff now, so we can go ahead and make a... Oh, why am I going at? A tesseract, and we can make a couple of these. I'm going to want at least 3, I think. Well, really 2 for starters. I think 2 for starters should be fine. So let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to need our Enderium, and let's go ahead and make 1, 2, let's make 4, because ultimately we're going to need more of them as we go anyway. So to make the tesseract, we're going to need bronze. we're going to need silver, but first we got to fill these things up using the fluid transposer once again, and this time, instead of the redstone, it will be destabilized redstone. For 4 tesseracts, I'll need 4 ingots each, so 16 bronze ingots, and if I remember correctly, it is 3 copper and 1 tin. So, let's see. Let's go... Do I have any bronze? I should probably look. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, that would be 12, 15. Okay, so that should be enough right there. Let's just throw those guys in and let those turn into bronze. And then I also needed the silver, but silver I've got plenty of, so we're fine there. Okay, cool. We are making progress, and tesseracts, if you're not familiar with tesseracts, basically what tesseracts will do is they let you wirelessly transmit stuff, whether it's fluid, power, or items. So they are super, super useful for that reason. And I've got some more Enderium, liquid ender, turning, kind of cooking up in here. For now, I'm going to steal this and put that in here. We'll put our resonant ender right there so this thing can start filling up, and we'll put our 4 frames over here so those tesseract frames can fill up and we can make tesseracts, which will be super awesome. Okay, cool. So now I have everything I need to make the redstone arsenal armor. So let's just take a look. I'm going to need 24 of these, and then we just go ahead and make them just like regular armor. There we go. And then those will start charging up. And if we equip them, you can see full hearts, which is fantastic. It gives us full armor, better than diamond, in fact, because as long as they're charged, they will not only do that, but they'll take damage for you. So you're pretty safe with this stuff on. I think it's also possible to make a flux-infused jetpack or something like that. Flux-infused jet plate. Here we go. And that basically takes this it takes the jetpack. It's actually a better jetpack than this. And essentially does the same thing, except it's a little more complicated. There's some pretty complicated stuff into it. And we're not actually going to go that route because very soon we're going to have an angel ring. So I'm not too worried about it. Okay, cool. So that's all done. Let's put our fused quartz over here. And our tesseract frames are probably full by now. Let's just see. Yep, all 4 of them are full. So let's go ahead and change that to extract. Oh, no. Aw, man. Wrong button. That's okay. Easy fix. And we'll change this to empty, and that to output. And that way, this thing will start filling up. I'm going to go ahead and break this so that we can take this little tiny bit of resonant ender. Extract always. And insert. And that should drain. There we go. Okay, awesome. So we got our drum back. Okay, so that is all good. Now it's time to try out this armor and put it to use. Let's let this stuff fill up with resonant ender again. Since you can actually melt it down in a smelter, you can just dump a bunch of ender pearls in there, let it do its thing. But yeah, okay. So before we try out the armor, I do want to go ahead and make those tesseracts. Let's do that. So it is like that and like this, right? Yep, that will make me 4 tesseracts. Fantastic. Okay. Let's put that away. This should all be good. All right, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to take a tesseract and I'm going to stick it right here, I think. And we're going to make a frequency that's just power. Oh. Let's see here. I'm doing this wrong. Configuration. Is this not... Ah, there we go. So, set frequency, and we'll call it power. So, that's what this frequency is, and we want this to be blocked, and energy mode, send. And then we'll say this outputs to here, so that will send energy. Then we can come over here and go up here. Set energy mode receive. Blocked. Actually, we'll say send and receive. And we'll say receive power from up top. And output power to the bottom. That's good. And that should all be good as well, right? Because it's... Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Why are you outputting power? This should be input power. Shouldn't it? Oh, no. The water wheel's hooked up directly behind. Yeah. Okay, cool. So there we go. Those will fill up and do their thing. This thing's going to fill up with power. And that means that pretty much everything is now capable of running on this big reactor. So we can come up here. Oh, that's right. I took off my jetpack, didn't I? We can come up here and very quickly I can change those to a lower level of insertion, which will increase the power that gets output, and that means all of these machines will power up, and this thing should fill up pretty quick. Like 800 RF per tick is the maximum it can channel at once, and it should be at 800 RF per tick right now, so this is good. Okay, so I think all of our preparations are ready. Our other two Tesseracts I'm just going to throw in here for the moment. Those will come in handy once we get into an ME system, which I think is going to be pretty soon. But it's time to put our armor to the test and give it a try. I spent some time between episodes using my cleaver in the nether and getting myself a few wither skeleton skulls. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fight the wither. That's the plan. We're going to use this sword right here. It's got lifesteal 2 on it, 14 damage per hit. I should probably see, how close am I to leveling this thing up? Relatively close, actually. I'm pretty sure... I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. We've got super armor, so we should be good. And if we get wrecked, then you can all laugh at me. So, yeah. Let's go this way for a while. And I want to find an area where there hasn't been... where the map doesn't show a cave. And we're just going to dig a tunnel this way for a bit. Just kind of get everything ready. And I suppose we can put down some torches as we go. Let's just do something like that. There we go. And we'll just keep going. All right. Oh, hello, Lapis. Hi. Let's be friends. Oh, and the pickaxe leveled up. Awesome. That's always a good thing. Okay. Then we'll just put this stuff back. And I think this should probably be far enough. I'm pretty confident that will be far enough for our purposes. So let's just use our hammer now and clear out a little bit of a room here. And let's get ready to fight our first wither. Here we go. 1, 2. That could have been terrible. 3. All right, there we go. So we got to let that thing charge up. And let's actually grab our redstone flux capacitor, just in case we need it. And there it goes. Let's have at it. Okay, this thing... Oh, wow. Oh, he hurts. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, this was not a good location. This is a really bad place to be poisoned. So this fight, I think we'll still be okay. We got him. But that kind of was a disaster. Ooh, man. That armor, though. that armor did amazing things because, I mean, we got poisoned in the middle of that fight and we still survived it. That's pretty impressive. And we got our Division Sigil and a Rare Shader Grab Bag and another star. So, yeah, good stuff. That's poison too. Okay. Can we, like, not get poisoned? I really wish that I could disable poison entirely. It's the most annoying thing ever. Anyway, we'll block it all off like this. And that should pretty much get rid of it. We'll do this. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Get out of the place. Thank you. Stupid pool. Alright. And let's just fill all of this up so no more poison will spawn and kill us when we fight another Wither. Because yes, we are actually going to fight a second Wither. Like right now. Right after I get this gold that I desperately need. Because as you guys saw, I pretty much used all of my gold in that last fight. So this should be good. Okay. Wither number 2. Here we go. Let's break a little space here. Oh, did I lose soul sand? I could have... Oh, I didn't bring enough. I only brought 6. Oh, that was dumb of me. All right, let me run back and get more soul sand, and I'll come back to you in a sec. All right, guys, here we go. Round number 2. Let's put that back on. Grab our Wither Skeleton Skulls. 1, 2, and 3, and we'll let him do his thing. We'll let him do his thing over there. I'm just going to hide over here in a hole until he explodes. And there we go. Okay, kill the Wither. Let's go at him. We don't do a ton of damage, but even though we don't do a ton of damage... Oh, if he escapes out into the ravine, this is going to be bad. I think we'll be okay. There we go. We don't do a ton of damage to him with the sword, but the lifesteal 2 makes such a huge difference because you can basically heal tank like anything. Even the Wither, you just continuously regenerate your health, and he can't really hurt you. So that helps a lot, and then on top of that, we had super good armor. So we've got ourselves now a second Nether Star, and all those other goodies too. Very, very cool. That means next episode, we're going to go ahead and probably get into the Division Ritual to activate the Division Sigil, I should say, and it's going to be great. So there you have it, guys. I think that is going to do it for this episode. We fought 2 Withers, we got good armor, and we got some Tesseracts up and running. All in all, I think this was a very productive one. So guys, that is going to do it for me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.